my teacher who recently brought me in. Man, I have to be disappointing at him because the extra principal who took me in before that was on a Friday, yeah. Then you spread to everyone. After lunch, when I was in the sewing lesson, the extra principal came, took me inside another room and talked about it. And he agreed with me, so there wasn't any offensive. And she was a better woman to understand than the teacher who took me in, because he spoke about not uploading on the media. Man, what's the purpose of not uploading on the media? Well, you can take the photo and spread it, right? Man, and he said you're gonna put it on the hand. Man, you can still switch it up. Damn, that was not a good statement by him. I have to disagree with him. I'm sorry, he doesn't understand youngsters and his kind of children of this. He even stopped me when I called my friend gay in the party's choice day, something like that. Oh man, he can't. I mean, the consequences will not matter in that situation, so it was not good for him to encounter me. But he was also talking about respecting. What is respect when you keep on insulting me, man? Then I had the same style as you. Oh, don't run. And when I had the same style, I copied you basically, and you kept on nagging on me. You kept on ramming against me, going against me. School was against me. What the fuck, yo? And I don't know about this, but even if you search it up, that picture, because the words are really easy, man. It just by sending to everyone a rumor about falsely. So you basically betrayed me. Almost betrayed me. And that teacher did not care when I talked about Kurdistan. It was just a false. Like, what he heard was what he took in. So it wasn't good done by the teacher. What else can I say? Yeah, there were some other things he tried to take up with me. Man, he said to me, I don't know if someone's gonna fight you, insult you, or even try to kill you. Well, of course, someone will do that because of a false rumor doing about you. Because I heard there are boys in the hood areas who are now heard about it, and they want to punch me up because of you. And he said something with, show this to your parents. What the fuck is that kind of purpose? I will never treat my students as that, because I will already understand the root. If I was a teacher, the root of that conversation would be brought in my mind, and I would just say, there are people who have different perception, and then let him go. And then what the hell was the other thing? Yes, I know about it. There was a novel written by Salman Rushdie, and British author who wrote the Satanic Verses. He said, my teacher said to me that he wrote it and it was inspired by Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad's life. And every Muslim chased him, wanted to kill him. Even Iran about it. But if I will compare that to mine, I would say that his was more offensive, because he took phrases that was meant to be satanic, as he said. But I guess the Muslims were a little bit too violent. I guess it was better for them to protest. That was much better to protest against that book. But they did not care. Of course, he said, you're not going to insult. They don't know if you're Muslim. Man, if they don't know I'm Muslim, what is this all about when it's friends? We argue, we insult each other just in a fun way. They're not going to bring up other consequences. Not like you. You're not a friend maker. You're a conflict maker. Insulting is something with bullying to do all of that. Just because you don't know my identity does not mean shit, man. Because there's a Mongolian guy who insulted me as an Indian, and I didn't do anything about it. Nothing happened as a consequence. And I appreciate that guy because he shows a symbol of the, what can I say, the gangster perception life. Then he said, why on bacon? Man, I can argue how much, but this argument, why on bacon, does not make sense. You can have anything. I said, it could be a joke. It doesn't have to be a picture. And words can even insult. I mean, a bully cannot need to be physically active to punch someone. He can punch with words. And that guy can cry. He doesn't have to be crying because he got hit right here. Just like how you wanted to fight me right back there. Not here, but back, like, yeah, there or somewhere. That's not good for you, man. I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with you. Disagree, and you see it right now why I am disagreeing. Let's talk about this other guy who ignored me on the DMS Instagram. Well, he says if I'm uploading something like that, it's like saying nigga to hundreds of black guys. Also, I'm just gonna say nigga to them, like the N-word, then that's offensively. And I have not brought up some kind of conversation to make it fun of. You made a conversation of fun of because you were the one who started insulting me. Right, with your boys, you traded with your boys, you traded me. You also use Indian stereotypes at me, not on the Snapchat or any other social media apps, but in the school. You were always laughing with me. I want the old you back, the better one back. But I guess the choice is yours if you want to. Choice is yours if you want to change. And he talked about Bangladesh religious. Oh man, if I'm gonna take that argument, he said about something about Bangladesh religious population. Yeah, of course, Islam is the biggest. What did they want to do with that? Just saying that they're Muslims? I mean, that's argument same thing as the Saddam Rushdie novel. They were too violent. I would have protested against the book, but I guess what you just did is like, yeah, a gangster. What, you know what gangsters do? They first upload some shit. They do some shit against one person. They did not, and that person they're doing against, they have not done against you anything. But, and then when the other guy insults you back, when you have insulted me first, you will get more angry. That's what you are, like a gangster. And I'm very calm with you. I'm calm with you because I want to see a change. And here's the other thing, no one will forgive me. I guess if they don't forgive me, then they don't understand. And you can give, and it's more almost like I'm gonna forgive you because you spread the rumor, a false rumor. So what I'm saying right now, these are wise words. And if you feel remorse, then this is karma for you. And not only thing, he talked about some kind of quote or a picture what he's found on Instagram. Alright, he found on Instagram. Well, that was offensive because it was really meant to be offensive, as it was hate against that kind of ethnicity, religion, or whatever he was talking about. That was not a so-called joke, or kind of debate. So that argument is broken down already. Hold on, there's another teacher. He said, I'm gonna say sorry. Or if I'm gonna say sorry, then you have to say sorry yourself for threatening me and insulting me, man. And if don't, then I don't. Because there's no point of saying sorry. Sorry means something else. Not a sorry like this that I gave you when you took me to the bushes. That sorry was meant for something else. It had a definition, not sorry for because I did something wrong. Because it said something to you. That it was you who started a conflict. And he didn't understand completely the teacher because he just came up to my table and recently, I heard you did that. He did not understand the root, the fundamental part of the conversation. There's no point to arguing with that teacher because that teacher is emotional. I have done things to him that he did not understand because those are just also like perceptions. because I don't feel remorse or shame because of him and his. Oh, you're gonna do better. Well, I cannot go against him. That's what I'm sure, because I have not insulted or done anything bad. I'm a good guy. And you had me completely almost fooled, because when you invited that girl after the group and she left and you also left, you made a group with another Iraqi guy. Whoa, well, doesn't talk to me anymore because his perception or his, well, behavior, I would say. And the girl and you said Team M. Oh, that was fun to her. I thought you were joking, but right now I know about the truth. And you wanted to fight. Well, now you're being a pussy if you're going to fight, because fighting is for self-defense mostly. You fight like a gangster, and that's the truth. I'm sorry, I'm done right now. Come back, man. I want to say sorry. Yo.